Hello, everybody. It's me, Jake Magruder, and to my right and your left is my spicy Southwest sauce, Spencer Magruder. I've been thinking of that one all week.
I still can't say my own name. I'm just telling you out there, hey, anybody that wants me to say my name, say something. Revolt, right here.
It's not going to happen. In case you noticed, which I hope you guys did, all 10 of you guys. By the way, with the first video, 10 subscribers.
Namaste.
Thank you so much. We'll keep doing it for the 10 of you guys for the rest of our lives.
Well,
for the rest of our lives. Anyways, we didn't post a video last week. We didn't post a video last week because
looped into something.
we have had some crazy stuff going on. Dances. Stuff like dances. That's pretty good.
That's the extent of our lives.
And so last week we didn't because Spencer asked if I wanted to record, and I just said I honestly am so tired. And then
what was it like 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, it was really late. So we didn't get to record last week, but we're gonna do it this week. I don't know about you, Spencer, but I've been looking forward to this since we stopped recording last week. Last week, it would have been 2 weeks ago, wouldn't it? 2 weeks ago was so fun that after that I was like, I am so excited. And you guys said you liked it personally to me, and
the 10 people out there, our closest friends.
Our closest.
That's right. We have 10 friends.
I love you guys. So what we're gonna do instead of, I told Spencer we can't do 2 whole weeks of news. So what I did, I picked my top.
Well, we could have,
but it would take a long time.
Well, no, Jake just didn't want to do it. But yeah, we'll touch the important things that happen and leave it be.
So I'm gonna call this big stuff that happened in the past 2 weeks. And that's gonna be on the text on the screen.
I'm looking at it right now.
And I'm gonna get some audio mix, and that's gonna be really cool. It's not gonna be on the screen now; it's gone. It was gonna be up there while I said it, and now it's popping back. Boom! But it's gone. You missed it.
Oh, we can do stuff like that. Let me try it. Sloth, right here. Sloth.
You're mean, because I'm gonna have to go back and edit this.
A sloth with a Christmas hat on it.
I'm not doing that.
A Christmas hat?
No.
And a sloth.
So, the first thing that happened, this was last week, is there's this game coming out called The Witcher 3. Spencer does not know much about it.
It's a successor to something I know.
To The Witcher 2.
No. Witcher. No, I'm talking Bloodborne, sorry. Bloodborne is a successor to
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, that's it.
So there's this game called The Witcher 3 coming out. I'm showing you. You remember the one where you hunt the griffin?
Oh, yeah.
It got leaked through some PlayStation accounts that to install that to your PS4, it will take 50 gigabytes to install it.
On that note, I had to delete some megabytes on mine because Evolve came out this week. Look at that.
Way to segue, man.
That stood up on its own. I did not plan that. But that was a weird transition, but literally to transition into this, I did have to uninstall 3 downloaded games so I could play this on my PS4. But
we were going to do a video of us playing for the first 10 minutes, but Spencer could not wait 10 minutes.
No, the thing broke. Don't blame it on me.
You couldn't wait.
It broke.
You couldn't
But Evolve came out this week. That was my transition. And I like it. What do you think?
I like it.
I mean, it's by no means.
Evolve came out this weekend. I like it.
By no means is it the best game I've ever played, but the controls are a bit clunky. But I like it. Like, it's really nice and fun.
It's fun to play.
It's hide and go seek. It's a game that we all grew up playing, but let's just add a bunch of monsters and guys with guns and make it 12 times better.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe later we'll do a playing of it. Words.
Hashtag Jake is Cthulhu. Okay.
You mean Kraken?
Kraken Cthulhu. Potato.
Okay. Next. This one I don't know why I put down, but I felt like it was needed. Treyarch is developing the 2015 Call of Duty game. Treyarch is known for Call of Duty 3 and Black Ops 2.
What? They're making another Call of Duty game? You don't say.
Yeah.
It's happening again, over and over.
Advanced Warfare wasn't that bad.
I haven't played it yet, but
It's
that's
fun.
what I hear. That it kind of
Revitalized.
revamped.
Warner Brothers has announced a whole... I'm going to read you the exact words I wrote.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers has announced a whole bunch of Mortal Kombat X bundles. Now, if you don't know me, I love two things in life. Mac and cheese and fighting games. And a bunch of other stuff.
Those are very off. Like
Mac and cheese is good.
night, Dad.
But night, Dad.
Okay.
I am looking very much forward to...
We must congratulate our dad. We asked him not to say one word
He did.
during the podcast. He has not played any music in the background, so congrats to you, Dad. No, what you were saying, mac and cheese in Mortal Kombat.
I like fighting games a lot. And I'm looking forward to Mortal Kombat, and I'm probably going to buy one of these bundles. The bundles are regular or course collector's edition. Now, Course is a company that makes figurines, and they're going to have two separate Scorpion figurines that are going to be this side of the screen and then that side of the screen. This one's going to be the course one. This one's going to be the regular one.
Use my hands as guides.
And I know that with one of them you get a skin of the figurine.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they look different? Like
One of them's like a realistic Scorpion, and one of them's like a kind of like a more like cartoony looking Scorpion.
okay.
Also, the limited and premium editions have also been announced.
What do they have?
I don't know. I didn't put that down. Like I said, we're getting through this. This is 2 weeks.
Are they going to
into
have
it.
the whole? Like they had Jason from the last one. Are they going to have
They
like?
can have Jason.
Not Jason.
Freddy Cougar.
Freddy Cougar. Sorry.
Cougar? Freddy Cougar? Children.
Look at my creepy fingernails. No, but they had him, so are they going to bring in somebody else? Like, okay, Soul Calibur had Ezio and Darth Vader, and
Yoda?
Yoda came with Darth Vader, but we don't like...
And Link?
They did?
Yeah.
Like, Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
When
on the GameCube.
When did this happen?
On the GameCube.
My whole world just got a small bit bigger.
You don't even like Soul Calibur.
But I
do. Because you know what the two things I love? Mac and cheese and fighting games.
I just like when they cross over video games.
You'll never be as big a fighting game fan as I have. This is a bit of sad news. Nintendo has announced the final Club Nintendo reward.
What is it?
There's multiple. There are 12 physical rewards and over 100 downloadable rewards. I saw some of these and they're awesome. There's like a Majora's Mask messenger bag. Obviously, like the cards they always sell.
Are they going under, or is this just like...
No, Club Nintendo is shutting down.
Okay, I was about to say...
That's sad, dude.
No, I know, but I'm saying I just got into the Nintendo stuff, and I don't want them to go under now.
I've been a part of Club Nintendo for 3 years.
I'm talking about the brand scheme.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Grand scheme.
I'm
not brand. Like the granola.
I'm just saying this is sad because I got a lot of cool stuff from Club Nintendo, and I'm getting that Majora's Mask messenger bag, and we will open it right here on Regretter's Square.
You know the only thing I ever got from Sony
unboxing videos
was like 2 video games, and then somebody stole my identity. So
what are you talking about? Sony has given us so much.
With that one
Like
time,
I've given okay, let's say this. I love Nintendo with all my heart, but I love Sony with all of my everything.
That's deep. I like that. I'm joking, Sony. Please don't take me and kick me off your servers.
I'll still play Evolve.
I do, dude. I'm not giving up Evolve. Sorry.
We're also gonna do a first 10, and I'll make sure to wait for the order. So make sure to wait for that.
He's in charge of that one.
Oh man, the order looks so good. Spencer, you may not know this about me, which is weird because I like this game a whole lot.
I know a lot about
I like these games. I love the Mass Effect game.
I did know that about
you. You did?
Yeah, because remember, I was the one that bought them for you.
You didn't buy those for me.
Yeah, I did.
Well, you bought them for me because of dumb legal reasons.
Yeah.
Anyways, Mass Effect, we both know, well, I know Mass Effect is made by EA, who makes Dragon Age. And if you know that Dragon Age was a very successful game in 2014, won a bunch of Game of the Year awards, and so a lot of people assume that the Mass Effect 4, because they announced that last year at E3, is going to be like Dragon Age Inquisition. But an exec from EA stated that Mass Effect 4 will not be like Dragon Age. And this is, I shortened it because I didn't get the whole quote. But they said, but the gist of it was, while they both use the new Frostbite engine, Mass Effect 4 will pay heavy respects to the original trilogy. So that means they're not just carbon copying Dragon Age Inquisition, but with a Mass Effect skin.
I don't know anything about Dragon Age. I've saw in little bits and pieces, but what about it would be the problem if it was similar to it?
Nothing. Dragon Age is a good game, but I don't know. I'd feel cheated, you know, if it was just the same game, but with
what did we play?
Mass Effect, because I feel like Mass Effect
they did that.
is hard.
We played something recently that was pretty much just a carbon copy. I'll think of it later. Continue. Sorry.
This one's big. This one's a big deal. Bethesda is showing something, I put this one in all caps, big, at E3 this year with their first ever E3 conference. Now, my fingers are crossed for Fallout 4 because Fallout 4...
do they do Fallout?
Yeah, dude.
I'm learning everything nowadays.
We still love you, Spen.
Bethesda was just always that company that did...
Shh. We're hoping for Fallout 4.
I'm hoping.
Jake Magruder says on here. But
you know what I'm hoping for.
Maybe a new Elder Scrolls game.
Yes!
Or a Dishonored sequel. Boo.
You mean that Assassin's Creed ripoff? You know who you are. You do. I hope you know who you are.
I really want Fallout 4 because we got Skyrim and that's going to hold me for a while. Plus, they've been working on the Elder Scrolls.
See, here's the deal. They don't even have to do a new Elder Scrolls game. Just remaster Skyrim so it's on the next-gen console, and I'll be happy.
I'm tired of remasters.
I'm good with that.
They gave me Last
Well, I'm
of
saying
Us.
like that one.
It.
That one. I'm good. If that was the last one, I'd be good with it because I feel like I could play that game for the rest of eternity if I wanted to.
I want a new one. I want a new Fallout first. You know that when Fallout 3 came out? 2006. That was over... It's coming up on 8 years now.
Has it got a remastered yet?
No.
Then let's work on that one first, and then we'll work on Skyrim.
I don't want Fallout 3 remastered.
Yeah.
I want Fallout 4.
How about New Vegas? You want New Vegas remastered?
No. I mean, New Vegas is alright, but... Fallout 4.
Okay.
Xbox One reign of top sellers has officially ended because PS4 came back as top console sold in January after a 2-month period as Xbox One being the top console sold.
You're back. Alright, I'm
gonna let you finish eating your ice cube. We're gonna
Let me repeat what you said. Because the almighty Xbox One thought it was the best. What did I say? Xbox One thought it was the almighty ruler of the next-gen console. It didn't see the rising power of the returning king PS4 when it toppled off its throne and went smashing into 1,000 bits of hard drive and motherboard.
Now, I'm not here to talk smack about any console because
I just wanted to be very poetic about it.
Don't need another ice cube. We don't need that kind of stuff on here. Just drink the water. Don't eat the ice cube.
I about choked on the water. Continue.
Yeah, PS4 was number one from when it came out till, let's see if it would have 2 months, till November. So that's a year because didn't PS4 come out November 2013?
Yeah.
So that was a whole year.
I like my poetic description a lot better
because
it had the word
respect.
It had the word toppling in it. Can you incorporate the word toppling into yours?
No.
I didn't think so.
You won't really care about this one.
Okay.
EA has said that Titanfall 2 will most likely be on multiple consoles instead of an Xbone exclusive.
Sorry. The Xbox, it got me off guard. So yeah.
Xbox One.
Oh! That just started making sense to me. That's like when the last episode when you said fan 4-stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't make sense to me until then.
I enjoyed Titanfall. It was kind of empty, and I didn't have an Xbox One, so I had to play it on my PC, which could not handle Thought you saw a Titanfall on my PC.
Great graphic
It
chip.
was not good. So if we can play it on our PS4, that'd be great. Because I like Titanfall. If they add more stuff. Because it was really...
The Optimus, I know it was faked, but that Optimus Prime DLC, that would have been the coolest thing in existence.
That would have been awesome.
Autobot.
I don't even have a description for this one. I just put Daredevil trailer.
Okay, so I asked Jake if we could at least talk about one thing about last week, but he was like, "No, we can't. It's old news." I said, "Let's just talk about
Put it on here.
The Daredevil 4 trailer. The Daredevil trailer. Jacob, would you like, since you are the Daredevil fan, would you like to talk about this?
Daredevil is a Netflix miniseries. Don't eat ice. Is a Netflix miniseries coming April 2015. It's
We'll be right back.
the power of technology. So, Daredevil is a miniseries on Netflix. It's coming April 2015, I think. It's going to be based off of Daredevil, A Man Without Fear, written by Frank Miller, and please just go read it because it's amazing. You can buy it on Comixology or the Marvel app, or buy it at Barnes & Noble on paper because it's amazing. And Spencer is a wuss and still hasn't read it.
I haven't read Civil War either, so I mean...
But you still have a while for Civil War.
I know, but I mean...
There's Daredevil. There's Kingpin. There's a guy named Stick. It's amazing. You need to read it.
What's his power?
He doesn't have a power.
Stick.
He has a stick that he trains.
So creative.
He trains Daredevil with his stick.
Miller, wherever you are, be more creative, okay?
That man wrote The Dark Knight Returns.
I know, I'm joking. Please don't. But you're more creative.
You should be smacked
You're
in
more
the face.
creative. Realistically, I have read some of your stuff. You are more creative than anybody. Yeah. So I was joking. That was for comedic, but it lost its effect. I'm gonna go spill my ice again.
Don't do that, Spencer. I'm gonna be blunt.
Okay.
This Daredevil trailer.
If you're gonna be blunt, can I be Steve? I'm sorry. It is so late.
My goodness, your jokes are just
so
on
tired
top of
right
the
now.
ball tonight. This Daredevil you have gotten it into me. This Daredevil trailer looks better than anything that is on TV right now.
Yeah. What about the other Marvel TV shows?
Better.
Really? It does look good. I won't lie.
From an outsider looking in, what does it look like to you?
Compared to the...
It looks dark. It doesn't, let's be honest. This Arrow... Stop eating ice! This Flash...
No, hang on.
Dude, you gotta get the cup.
I'm out of water. Arrow, I love Arrow, so I'm not gonna say that it's better than.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna say this. Let me finish my statement. This Arrow, this Flash, this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., this is shooting toward the tween audience, the teenagers and the adults. It's a mixture. This Daredevil looks dark, and it looks like adult. It looks like it's not gonna have any crappy comedy with Felicity. I'm the nerdy girl. It's gonna be good.
But let's okay. If we're gonna play the dark card, then Slade Wilson,
I don't care.
the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, they're getting a movie in 2017.
But in that show, did they not play a really cool role?
They were
and
cool.
also it was kind of dark.
But it wasn't that great.
Their heads blew off.
Yeah, but that's every Suicide Squad.
I know, but I'm saying still.
This looks better than anything on TV. And Spencer can be that guy that's like, I'm a purist. I only think things are good that are good.
Oh, no, I'm saying it still looks good. I mean, compared to...
Arrow.
No, Daredevil.
The movie?
Yeah.
You still haven't seen that.
I don't want to see it. There's a reason I don't want to see it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, if everybody says it's bad, why would I want to watch it?
You should watch Daredevil Netflix miniseries coming in 2015.
That's what I'm going to do.
Are you really?
No, of course I am. I'm going to eventually watch Agent Carter, too, but...
No, you're not. You liar.
I watched the first episode.
This is big. This is really, really big. I can't remember if it was the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times, but somebody leaked out that Netflix may be in talks to make a Legend of Zelda live-action miniseries. This is big news.
Do you want to know what I just learned?
What?
Did you know he was on Soul Calibur? Just felt like that needed to be capped back around. If we're going to go back to things, let me just say, Evolve. It's a great game. I'm going back into this. The Goliath. Okay, we're not going to talk about it. Okay, continue.
Legend of Zelda is a very crucial part of my life. I don't care what... Okay, let me put it like this. It's very important that they get this right because they can do this wrong and it will be bad. We've learned from countless movies like the Street Fighter movie or the Super Mario Brothers movie or any of the Mortal Kombat sequels. Video game movies usually are not good.
But it can be good.
Like what?
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, but I'm saying ones that are like based off of source material.
Okay. Well, Lara Croft wasn't the worst movie.
Oh yeah, Tomb Raider was okay. But I feel like because Netflix is very they direct with what they want, and when they have an idea, they don't just pump out cash. Obviously, that's the end goal, to get money.
Compared to the H2O spinoff series, I watched it. Trust me, it's nothing like the original series.
Spencer and his H2O
I watched
fan club.
when I was like a lot younger.
Spencer I could just picture you watching that H2O spinoff show and be like, "I'm putting this on the H2O forums. This is gonna be said."
I'm gonna be honest.
My word needs to get
When
out.
I was younger, I watched the original show, which the original show compared to that show is like...
It's about mermaids, man.
I know.
It's about mermaids.
We surround our lives with mystical creatures, griffins, witchers, bloodborns, whatever you want to call it.
Bloodborne?
And the mermaid is the part that becomes too far.
It's about girl mermaids. Going through high school and finding boyfriends. Don't even lie and say that's not what the show's about, because that is exactly what the show's about.
Let me just go back to what I was saying. I watched the show as a kid just to see what it was about. Watched it, kind of liked it. So then I see this spin-off series on Netflix. Watched it.
Do you know if it's made by Netflix?
Yes, it's made by Netflix.
Well, House of Cards?
Yeah.
Orange is the New Black?
I'm not saying that they make all bad things. I'm just saying this, not a good rendition of H2O. Okay? Okay.
I don't think there is a good version of H2O out there.
It's
mermaids and boyfriends.
Why don't you just continue with The Legend of Zelda? And
let's talk about...
H2O is life.
No.
I have all the H2O.
I believe you. I believe you have the series, like all the seasons lined up on your wall.
2 seasons.
There's many things this could be based on. Ocarina of Time is the big one.
Majora's Mask.
That would... I'd be like that'd be like a sequel series. But the first series, I feel like it could be Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past, Wind Waker. You know?
I'm trying to think of a joke.
Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword. There's so much material that you can do it, but you just need to do it.
I've got a joke, but I don't think it would be very good, so I'm just gonna let it be for now, and I'll tell you afterwards. Okay?
Well, now you gotta say it.
Well, I was gonna say I don't think Majora's Mask would get... I mean, how would you even rate that? I mean, it'd be rated X because, I mean, at the very end, they all get mooned at the very end of it. I mean, do you get it? I told you. I shouldn't have said it.
That was so bad.
God, it's been a long day. Valentine's Day takes a lot out of you.
We record this on Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. I'm so exhausted. We've been at a science...
all get mooned. That was really bad.
It was funny, sorta.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Do you have anything to add to the Legend of Zelda that's not going to be a cheesy pun?
Do you think they'll have dialogue?
Link's got to talk.
Could he, just make that grunting yeah sound he makes? Navi? Do you think they'll make her talk, or do you think she'll just be, hey, look, listen?
I feel like Navi could be like... You realize, like, there's a little person inside there, right? It's not just, like, a little orb.
Oh, I understood that.
Okay. Well, I feel like they could make her...
What about creepy...
If you watch the original Legend of Zelda cartoon, he has a fairy named Fairy. And she has a crush on Link. And Link has a crush on Zelda. Zelda thinks Link's annoying, but she sometimes kisses him on the cheek. So
well, excuse me, princess. Did you like that one?
No.
Okay. No. What about Creepy Fairy Lady?
A strangely good Great Fairy impression. Like, that was strangely good. You kind of look like the Great Fairy. I mean, you do.
I'm gonna go wrap some poison ivy around my body. Jump out of a pond.
Never said it was poison ivy. It could just be.
I'm shocked by my own impersonation there.
That was weird, man. I didn't expect that. This show could be good. It could be bad too. And I don't even think Nintendo or Netflix has commented on it. So this is just an idea floating out in space. But I think
You got that from Wall Street?
or New York Times.
Oh, so I mean, I don't know.
Those are very reliable sources.
I know, but
out
like,
of everything, I could go
but
to
I mean,
like
why?
I could go to like Kotaku. And
Why them? I mean, like, out of all the like resources, I mean, they're like what, political stuff?
No, there's like Wall Street or like Call of Duty and stuff.
I guess so. I would have expected to come through, like IGN or like GameSpot or
No, not
that
GameSpot.
lady that does all the trailers online and talks about all the stuff that's
You
going
just
on.
want to talk about that so you can talk about how she's gone now.
No. Who are you talking about?
The lady who does all this.
No. Yeah, one of my favorite YouTubers is gone now. I'm sad. That was a different thing. But back to transitions.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna do that all the time? So that Daredevil trailer, I've been waiting for a long time.
Is that how far around we went? Is that how far we're coming back around to this?
Legend of Zelda
Yeah.
miniseries.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
Big deal.
Big deal.
But the biggest thing to ever happen has happened this week. Sony and Marvel came out
okay, yeah.
and they said they have partnered together to bring Spider-Man to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We did it, Spin. We did it, guys.
We survived long
We
enough.
did it. Spider-Man is going to be in an Avengers movie. They're going to be fighting together. Thwipping and poofing. I don't know why poofing. I was going to say like Iron Man makes poof. But he doesn't. This is amazing. I read comics a lot. I think if I was to say Avengers in order, it'd be Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Ant-Man, coming to theaters June 2015, Black Panther 2017 or 18, and then Mr. Spider-Man.
He was.
This is great for multiple reasons.
You realize he's your 7th person, right? Like, that's not even really top tier anymore.
Yeah, it is.
It's like second
Dude,
tier.
everybody's in the Avengers, so that's like... Anyways, another good news. He's going to appear in Civil War, which means it's going to be more accurate
Are they sure?
Yeah, they've confirmed. He's going to be in Civil War, which means it will be more accurate to the comic,
Have they said who's going to play him yet?
No. They said it's not going to be Andrew Garfield. They're getting a new guy. And this is a good thing because me and Spencer were talking about this. That means that because it's going to be a shared property, that means Sony's still going to produce solo Spider-Man movies, but villains from the MCU can come to the Spider-Verse, and villains from the Spider-Verse can come to the MCU.
I like it.
Yeah.
Are they going to use that guy to make his new Spider-Man movies? The guy that's going to be in the Avengers to make standalone Spider-Man movies?
Yeah.
So they're not just going to have like an Andrew Garfield movie storyline going on?
No, it's going to be like all connected.
So then I take it they're not doing the Sinister Six movie.
They said they're still in talks for that. Which I don't understand. Maybe it's like a new Sinister Six.
I don't know. The plot, the way they tried to hint towards that was not a good hinting because I think people were more confused.
Yeah, I was. There were a lot of confusing things about Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man.
Your Jamie Foxx.
You remember my birthday.
Your Jamie Foxx impression is not as good as your Great Fairy impression. Don't do it again.
I would attempt to, but I'm scared I'm not going to be able to do it a second time. And I'm scared if I do it a second time, I'm going to scare myself and I won't be able to sleep tonight.
This is even cooler because since Andrew Garfield... I mean, not Andrew... Oh, I'm sorry. Andrew Garfield will miss you. But since Spider-Man's been announced, that made Hugh Jackman say, and he said this before, but Wolverine, he wants Wolverine to be in the Avengers. So do you know if that happens, that means not only will we get Spider-Man, we will get Wolverine. So in this dream scenario, we will have Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Black Panther.
Well, he changed a lot.
Chris Evans, Captain America. Mark Ruffalo's the Hulk, Thor, Ant-Man.
Are you not going to give him a name? Thor?
Chris Hemsworth is Thor. It's going to take way too long.
All right.
Ant-Man. Spider-Man.
Somebody.
Black Panther.
Somebody, I can't remember his name at the moment.
I'm just saying, like,
name's
Wolverine.
Probably Chris of something kind. There's enough.
Oh, they said that the rumored cast members was the kid who played in Maze Runner
as Spider-Man
to be like Peter Parker. Stop scratching your head. That was a noticeable factor in last week's podcast. I was telling one of my friends who watches this podcast. At one point, you were going like this. I was talking and you were going.
My head itches. I'm sorry. When I get tired, it just makes it itch more.
I think his name is Dylan O'Brien.
As Spider-Man.
Or the kid who plays Percy Jackson from The Lightning Thief.
As Spider-Man.
As Peter Parker.
As Spider-Man.
Yes.
They're one and the same. That's like saying, no, as Steve Rogers, not Captain America.
Wolverine and Spider-Man and Avengers. Don't check your phone.
I had to look at something. I had to find you a picture.
And Spider-Man in the Avengers together? Dude, I don't know how I could deal with myself. I don't know if I could go on anymore.
You can? I'm gonna last until all the Avengers movies are done. Which I feel like not Civil War. I feel like Infinity Wars could bring it all to an end. End on a good note.
So that's the biggest news from the past 2 weeks. Spencer, last week I did the topic, or 2 weeks ago it would have been, and that was the Fan4Stick trailer, which I think was a great topic and we talked about very well. The way that Podcast Forever is going to work is 1 week I will bring the topic, the next week Spencer will bring the topic, and then back to me, and then back to him, back to me, back to him. So Spencer, why don't you take it away with your topic?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to enter a time of what I would like to call Talk Time with Spencer Magruder.
I'm going to put that on the screen.
Trademarked by myself. Now, it has been a topic of much fictional storylines and such, but we see a lot of movies nowadays that have to do with some kind of destruction of the world, okay? In other words, the apocalypse. We see a lot of apocalypses. We've seen it in The Walking Dead with the zombie apocalypse. We've seen it in movies like the older, such as Volcano, Los Angeles, or whatever it's called. You know what I'm saying?
Dante's Peak?
No. I'll think of it later. It's a volcano that comes out of the tar pits in Los Angeles.
I thought it was Dante's Peak.
No, Dante's Peak. That's another volcano-y movie, but we've seen it in, any Godzilla type movie, Alien Invasion.
So disaster.
Alien Invasion movies, Terminators.
Jeez, man.
Terminators. Any movie, any disaster movie. So I have compiled what I think are the top 5 worst apocalypse
in movies, in fiction.
Apocalypse.
Is this going to feature video games or is this going to feature movies?
Mostly all fictional ones. I looked up a website and they gave me a list of all what we've created over the time of.
Did you know that Back to the Future 2 happens this year?
Really?
Yeah.
We gotta step it up, guys.
Yeah, we gotta get those flying cars.
And like the mail.
Wait, no hoverboard. There were no flying cars.
The whole weather.
Yeah, there were flying cars.
Yeah.
Flying cars.
And the time machine was made in the 80s, so we should be able to do a lot of this stuff.
Let's kill Biff.
Yeah, let's just check him out now. The old guy, not the young dude.
I hate Biff.
Okay, so number 5. This is my least. The one out of all of them, the least.
So
worst.
is number 1 going to be a good one?
Number 1 is the worst possible apocalypse.
Oh, so number 5 is kind of like...
It's the least worst, okay? So,
okay.
And I want your opinion on these, okay? What is just called the technological failure, okay? This consists of all technology or power is suddenly gone. This can be caused by an EMP, which is an electromagnetic pulse. Just making sure. For our viewers, a power grid failure, all the power grids in the entire world.
So like Y2K.
Pretty much, yes, exactly. Y2K was not so fictional, but I mean, we were afraid of it. And the side effects are we lose everything we've grown accustomed to. All our servers crash, so we don't have any information we had. And what we see a lot in the shows and movies is we revert to this barbaric nature just because we don't have technology. In other words, we kind of start killing each other for no reason. Mm-hmm. But we're fighting over pretty much the last can of Beanie Weenies. That's pretty much what we're doing. It's a slow apocalypse. That's what the website I looked up classified it as. Is it takes a long time for society to completely break down. To be honest, I think it would be rough, but I think we could survive.
Yeah, that's the thing I was about to say. Is they act like if we lost all electricity, we'd be dead. But you got to think up until like the late 1800s, we didn't have electricity.
So I mean,
it would have been late 1700s, right?
No, 1800s.
1800s?
Yeah, they didn't. George Franklin. Benjamin Franklin didn't discover electricity.
I know he discovered.
So that was 1800s.
So we made it.
We made it.
And actually, electricity, like in households, like lights and stuff. Lights and stuff's a good description of electricity. That's fairly new compared to some stuff, like the soup.
So, for my opinion, the soup.
I don't know. Soup's
old. Bread. the best invention since sliced bread. That's a saying.
It wasn't a saying. Soup's an old invention.
The best invention since soup. Okay.
I didn't say it was the best invention since soup. I said soup's old. Electricity's young.
Can you imagine? Let's just not even go into. Let's not open that can of Beanie Weenies.
What is it with you and Beanie Weenies, man?
But I think we can make a new life for ourselves. We could survive and live as Amish people.
Yeah. Me and my friends were talking about this.
I would say no offense to you Amish people, but I know for a fact you're not watching.
Me and my friends were talking about this the other day. When Y2K happened,
my ice pack is probably melted now.
No. If Y2K actually happened and all the electricity shut off, we were talking about this. Amish people wouldn't know for like 2 days, and when they found out, they'd be like, "They know how we feel now."
Okay, number 4.
Number 4.
Second to the least worst. Whatever you want to rank this, you can say whatever. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
The natural disaster. Okay,
It's like 2012.
Yes, some kind of insane geological.
Or San Andreas.
What's the tornado like?
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, I actually have that on here. So you had things like Twister, the perfect storm.
Twister wasn't an apocalypse. Twister was just a tornado.
It ripped up half like the United States. Twister, perfect storm, San Andreas, Sharknado. And yes, I'm counting sharks in a hurricane as
the shark's in a tornado. It's not shark. It's not called Sharkicane.
Well, listen, it had to be a hurricane because why would sharks be inland?
Water tornadoes.
Okay, I guess if you want to do the typhoon. But the side effects are we lose some land. Land it opens up, falls.
I say that one should be number 5 because
land, buildings,
electricity going off is kind of worse.
Not really. You could still. I mean, if it doesn't eat.
Oh, if we're talking like a catastrophic event, like San Andreas splitting the U.S. in half.
No, well, San Andreas. If it opens up, people die. The power goes off until we start killing each other.
I see what you're saying.
We lose buildings, land, and people. Okay. It costs a lot to rebuild, okay?
Yeah.
A lot.
What if possibly 2 members of the Kryptonian society drop down in Metropolis and fight each other, and they rip skyscrapers apart, and then
Man of Steel.
Just let me finish.
You're spoiling the complete movie of Man of Steel.
I didn't say what's Man of Steel.
Okay.
And then one of the Kryptonians tries to kill the humans. What does Kal-El? One of the Kryptonians.
That's a next
going to do. That didn't even make sense. That wasn't a good pun.
Oh, but your soup metaphor made a complete sense.
Yeah, because soup's old.
Okay. Here, let me just say what I'm saying. Is side effects, I said lots of rebuild. Still, we could probably survive this.
Dude.
If we're doing 2012.
We are the world.
2012, they got on a big boat and floated away, okay? Are you seriously? You're getting on to me for getting on my phone? Number 3.
Tay Daddy.
3. Yes, 3. Okay, so we're halfway through. Okay. What can be solely called the invasion? Okay.
Aliens?
Listen. This is number 3. Okay.
Dude, I'm so happy right now if this is alien.
Okay, this is multiple invasions. You have alien invasions.
Yes.
They're more advanced than we are. And
this is a topic for another day, but I want you to think about this one. All right, so me and Spencer,
I have a quote here. I think you would.
We are believers in the Christianity belief.
Yes.
And in Christianity, at the end of the days,
yes,
it says Jesus will come back.
Yes.
Have you ever thought if an alien invade? This is a topic for another day. I just want you to sit on this because we could talk about this for hours.
Okay.
This will be another topic, I swear. What if an alien civilization found our religious, like the Bible, read it, and then they're like, we'll send down one of our own, and he'll say he's the Messiah. Do you all this kind of stuff?
There actually are beliefs that do that. Like, they believe that Jesus was...
What do we do then?
It's not real. It doesn't work
Podcast
like that.
forever.
It doesn't work. And that's a different topic for a different day. We're not going to go into that right now.
Aliens invasions are awesome. What if they're good aliens?
Listen to my quote. Okay, here we go. For Europeans, it's a scary fantasy of what it would be like to have the tables turned and be the colonized instead of the colonizers. So, the Europeans colonized pretty much all of Western civilization, and thusly. So, what if somebody came down and started colonizing them? It's your worst nightmare. But the thing about this, then we have the giant monster, Godzilla style. Okay,
but let's be more
Mudos.
Let's be more Pacific.
Those were aliens, though.
Those were aliens.
Okay, so we got Mudos that want to eat and have babies, and so then they eat and have more babies and eat and have babies. Okay.
How good was Godzilla 2014?
Probably could have survived.
Really good. That's the answer.
In those scenarios, if we have our own Godzilla, you know what I'm saying? Somebody to fight for the users.
Rhythm fight.
Rhythm fight. The Robot Revolt.
Sorry, I thought that was really funny.
The Robot Revolt. Terminator. Tech starts killing us.
Like the T-800.
Yeah.
T-1800.
So then does technology fall with them? So, do they control all technology? So do we get the technology failure with
guns.
We
get guns.
And also...
Watch Terminator 2.
So, the side effects of this one are possible extinction, if they...
That would be a bummer.
Or, possible extinction, but we get the alien tech.
Ooh, Avengers style. Like selling
So,
Chitauri on the black market.
If that's the case, we get their technology. The thing is, the reason why I still feel like this is not the most unbeatable apocalypse is because we could still have hope to beat them. If we have hope to win, we can always survive.
They could always be really dumb aliens.
Yeah, well, possibly.
Or it could be like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and one human, me, escape. Sorry, this was a hard choice. Escapes and I get hang out with a bunch of cool aliens. Another great movie.
Okay. So, number 2. This one is still the less likely.
I feel like Alien Invasion is like one of the best apocalypse.
No, this is another invasion.
Are we saying worse, like everyone's gonna die? Like worst scenarios, like everyone's
As
gonna
we get closer to 1, this is the one where there's less likely survival.
Oh, I thought you meant worse, like the lamest. Okay. I was about to say Alien Invasion is sweet.
Number 2. More likely you'll die than the last one, okay?
Okay.
You can't fight this kind of invasion, okay? It's the invasion of the body, okay?
Ooh, disease.
Disease. A retrovirus sweeps over the world,
so
killing everyone.
We're talking zombies.
No, this is just disease.
Zombies?
Shh, we can't talk about that yet. Disease. So we can get that from... we've seen this everywhere. That game on the App Store, where you could create your own virus and spread it across the world.
What's it called? Plague Inc.?
Something like that. That drug in Planet of the Apes that made everybody,
Planet of the Apes
just died.
Is a good way to go.
We're already paranoid enough about Ebola, but I'm saying, we always...
Did you know that Ebola has a 90% death rate?
Yeah, I know. So that's why we're scared.
That's a lot of death.
The fear is the fact that you can't fight it directly. It's not something you can, duke it out with. It's in your body.
Duke it out? What are
Side
you,
effects.
My grandpa?
I don't know. Possible extinction again, okay?
Even more likely.
But if we beat it, we get a stronger immune system. So it'll never happen again.
Take the gummies.
But unless we find the cure,
We did.
It doesn't look like a good outcome for us.
Yeah. That's not looking so hot.
So that's
that one's pretty bad.
That's the second worst. But are you ready for the worst?
Tell me, Ben.
Okay. The worst possible apocalypse, and it might sound cliche, but it's the honest truth, is the zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
It's for this reason. Is the living dead rampage across the land, and anyone who dies or gets bitten usually becomes one of them. We've seen this in The Walking Dead, Night of the Living Dead.
It's great.
We've seen it. But why does this scare us so much? Well, here's why. Is the dead are coming back. That's unnatural for us. Once you're dead, you stay dead. You don't come back.
Hence the term dead.
But the thing is, one of the greatest fears of humanity is what's in the dark. And normally zombies will always somehow come out of the dark.
Unless you're like in Georgia riding a horse and there's a crowd of them.
Okay. You're making references to a show I don't watch. Okay. I'm sorry for that, but I don't.
Season 1.
Another big fear of mine is the fear of actually being eaten by other people. Cannibalism scares me to death.
I still don't watch Attack on Titan because they eat people.
Yeah, that just scares me. That's the honest truth. But eating people, and the thing is, you can become one of them because of this fact.
It's like a werewolf.
And you can't
werewolf apocalypse.
But here's the scariest part. Here's the scariest part: is you can't even escape them when you go to death. When you die, you don't escape it. You get sucked into it.
Yeah, but I feel like it's not you, you're dead.
But you're still in it. You know what I'm saying? It's scary for that reason. You can't even escape it through death. So, the side effects of this are the world is all zombies if we get eaten. Constant fear you're going to get eaten. You're always going to have this nerve-wracking fear in the back of your mind. For that is the least likely sign of survival. There's still always hope, but it combines the fall of society, normally technology, the disease it's spreading, an invasion. It's all apocalypse rolled into one mega apocalypse.
You know what I noticed on The Walking Dead?
What?
They never have hurricane. I mean, they never have like tornadoes.
It would be. You realize how many zombies you'd have flying all over the place?
That'd be terrifying.
What was that? It would be Zomnado. That's the third Sharknado movie. Zombie Sharknado.
Two things.
I copyrighted that. That's mine.
Two things.
Okay?
One, The Walking Dead is good. Mm-hmm. It does it really well. Mm-hmm. Explains how. Two, we were talking about this in science class because we have an awesome science class. If there's a zombie apocalypse, go to the northwest, because like up there, everyone is providing for themselves, and like they have all this kind of stuff that'll protect you if something were to happen.
So like Oregon?
Yeah. I agree. Zombie apocalypse,
most scary, and probably the least likely to survive.
Prepare yourselves, people.
But you also got to realize this, and I said this to somebody, is we talk about apocalypse a lot, but let's be honest, we're worrying about something that may or may not ever happen. So just live your life like normal and don't freak out about it.
And in the words of the great Winston Churchill, keep calm and carry on. And that's a poster that is in Burritoville.
Yeah, it is.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the second episode of Podcast Forever. Tell us in the comments, all 10 of you, what you think is the worst apocalypse. Is it one we named? Is it one we didn't name? I'm going Planet of the Apes because I don't want to be a pet. So, until next week, I'm Jake Magruder. He's Spencer Magruder. And as always, you have been Christ. Good night.